In this 48th video, we will be starting part design or 3D. Hi there everyone, welcome back again to Engineering Pritam. This video is a part of FreeCAD series. So if you are new to this channel, want to learn FreeCAD from zero, then make sure you subscribe to Engineering Pritam where you can find out the entire FreeCAD series. Okay, so now let's come back to the topic, and here what you see is interface of FreeCAD. Whenever you open, it looks like this, or maybe you're gonna see this kind of screen when you open it for the first time. All right, so now first of all, from workbench, make sure you are selecting part design and then click on new. Now here I'm going to click on task tab and then let's click on body. After that, let's first of all create a sketch. For that, let's click on sketch, and here let me select this XY plane to get started. Now after we have selected the plane, let me quickly plot a very simple sketch here. After plotting this rectangle, let's constrain it. So I am using here dimensional constraint. Let's make it 70 and probably this one as 40. Now in order to quickly constrain it, I can also use this block constraint, which will constrain it in the same position. Now let's click close. After forming the sketch, first tool here is pad. So you can see it here and here as well. Okay, so let me click on it. And as soon as you click on it, you're going to see preview of it. Now sometime what happened is we have not selected the sketch, and that time whenever you're gonna click on pad, sometime it will not behave like this. So in that case, what we can do is you can manually select the sketch and then can click on pad. Okay, and as soon as you hit on pad, you're going to see preview like this, and in task pane or task tab, you're also going to see pad parameters. Now by default here we can see the type is dimension. For simplicity, I would say you can keep on using this particular one, because for starters it is very easy to understand. Just keep it as it is, and then in length you can define the Z value or the height of your sketch. So let me make it 50, and now you can see immediately height of this particular entity got changed. Now let me again select this pad and make a right click, and I'm gonna click on edit pad, which again will bring us to the same setup where we have defined the length, or I would say in this case height of this entity. And the reason why I was mentioning that you can actually avoid these one, because these one required some kind of references. Okay, so the dimension one represent the fixed length, or whatever the length that you're gonna define. Then there are options like to the last, up to the face. It will stop extrusion at a selected face. So now after creating our first pad, if now I create a second sketch and I want that sketch to stop at this particular face, then in that case I'm gonna use these options. Maybe at later stage I can show you how it is possible, or sometime when we became habitual of it, then these options I would say are very straightforward. The next option here is 2 dimension, which I think is worth mentioning. So let me select 2 dimension. So this is more of let's say how much you want the height need to be in one direction from sketching plane, and how much you want it to go in another direction of sketching plane. Okay, so here if you change this value, here we can see the instant preview of it, and then you can also see the opposite direction. So this is very useful when you want to go non-symmetric and you want to extrude your entity in both direction of sketch plane. So this particular one is really helpful whenever we want to go in both direction of sketching plane, and that too non-symmetric. And why I am specifically mentioning non-symmetric, because if I select dimension and click on symmetric to plane, it will increase the value of it in both direction. And let me actually show you by model. So now probably you can see the sketching plane, which in our case was XY. So probably instead of showing you all the plane, I can enable XY only, and let's close all the planes. Okay, and now let me show you. So now here you can see how the value is changing when we have selected symmetric to plane, and when we select 2 dimension, here you can see 10 mm right hand side of sketching plane and 41 mm left side of sketching plane. Now you can again select dimension here, and then if I uncheck this option, you also have option to reverse it in just one click. Okay, that's also possible. You do not need to put minus value or something else. This is also pretty easy. Now here we also have option of show direction, which kind of shows in which direction you have extruded. So here you can see we have extruded it in Z direction or Z component. Okay, now here the last option we can see is taper angle, which sometimes is really important, especially in case of plastic part design, where you can directly provide taper at finishing time. So that's also, I would say, kind of great to see. So in this way, guys, we just saw the pad tool and then different options we have inside. Now let me again click on pad and select this face. Now let me again click on this face and I'm gonna create sketch here, probably this time circle, and I can of course constrain this. I'm gonna keep all these dimension as it is, and then I'm just clicking on block. Now again, I'm gonna select pad, and here you can see, and in this way, guys, you can provide height to your 2D sketch inside FreeCAD. I hope, guys, you find this video helpful and informational. Please do let us know if you have got any question or doubt in your mind. And of course, as we progress in this FreeCAD series, we're not only going to cover more advanced 3D tools available inside FreeCAD, but we will also now start a different projects where we will be measuring the part by ourselves and then designing and developing it inside FreeCAD. Hope you guys find this video helpful and informational. If so, then please make sure you subscribe to Engineering Pritam to follow more such tutorial, and I will catch you soon with one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.